How's my hair?
Beautiful.
Don't look like a drowned rat.
Og så ser du litt nærmere Espen, litt nærmere han. Så prater du, James, just talk so we can hear the volume if it's fine.
Hi, my name's James.
I'm speaking right now.
My name's James. My name's James. My name's James.
Okay.
I'm here to do an art project. Art project.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Can you give me a clap, James? A little bit higher. Thank you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, da spør du.
Okay, what are we doing here, James?
Here today we have arranged an art project to draw attention to the privatization of public space in Oslo.
And what have we done here?
We've collected various e-scooters from around the city and we've placed them here on one of Oslo's oldest and most historic streets.
Why are we doing that?
We all have a share in public space. We all own a little part of it as citizens of the city. And at the moment, with all these e-scooters, we're giving money to get from A to B to people who are sitting in California. Huge companies which are worth $4 billion. And that money should be actually going back into the city rather than these private companies with private shareholders. So we want to encourage people to think twice before they make one of these journeys. Not only is the money not going back into the city, but also these scooters have been proven to be bad for the environment. They're a public health and environmental risk as well.
Tell us more about that.
So the scooters are sold to us as environmentally friendly transport options, but actually if you look at into it in a bit more detail, it's quite the opposite. They're made in China and flown here. They're charged overnight on the electrical grid and then they're driven around in diesel vans and put back in place for people to use. It's also proven that e-scooter journeys don't actually replace car journeys, they replace walking or biking or public transport journeys. So we're not actually reducing the number of people who are taking car journeys in and around the city.
How long does these bikes, the scooters last usually?
Well, none of the companies actually publish information about that, but there have been some independent studies done that show that the average lifespan is anywhere between 28 days and 3 months. They also use lithium batteries, which are not environmentally disposable sorry, let me say that again. They also use lithium batteries, which it's not possible to dispose of in an environmentally sustainable way. So when the scooter dies at the end of its lifespan, they can harvest some of the parts to go into new scooters, but there are certain parts of it which just go into landfill. Too serious?
No, that's good. That's fine.
I want to say something about how we're scootering into the 6th mass extinction. So just ask me why it's important to do this.
Okay, I can do another file for that. Just
just let it go.
Okay.
From here.
Give me a clap, please.
Okay. Well,
why is it important to do this, James?
Well, we're sleepwalking, or in this case, scootering into the 6th mass extinction. We're already there, and it's a worthwhile conversation to have about. Sorry, what do I say after that? Okay. We're sleepwalking, or in this case, scootering into the 6th mass extinction. We're already there, and small things like this that are easy to just disregard are actually a big part of the reason why that's happening. So the more we think about our daily actions, the more we can be conscious of our choices as a consumer and contribute to not hastening the environmental catastrophe that is coming our way.
Yeah. Great, yeah.
Good.
You have any questions for him?
I don't know. I think you answered.
6th mass extinction. I'm not so sure on the individual choicing. Okay, I've got one more thing to say.
Okay, let's go.
So these scooters are introduced into the city, and they often spring a surprise on the councils who don't have legislation to cope with them, and that's understandable. We hope in this case that Oslo will address that and look at the legislation that means that these scooters are allowed to roam freely on the streets. And much like advertising, if we don't address this issue now, it will just become a normal part of society and public space, and before long we won't be questioning it anymore. So that's why we felt it was important to do something right now to try and nip this in the bud before, like all the outdoor advertising we see in the city, before it becomes normalised and just a part of our everyday lives, because fundamentally it contradicts the values that we hold, particularly as Oslo is this year the European environmental capital. Okay.
Great. Wrap.
Is it universal enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, hold dere den 2 sek.
Yeah.